Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and I'm here in beautiful Atlantic City on a beautiful early March morning. Gonna take a walk down to the Tropicana, take you guys along with me along the boardwalk, see what's going on. I haven't done this since I think December, so I don't think there's gonna be too many changes, but it's always fun to take a walk on the boardwalk. Also want to show you the beach replenishment. Right now I'm here at the Ocean Casino Resort, spent a wonderful night there. Lots of activity the past several months in front of Ocean in Hard Rock and Resorts as far as the beach is concerned. The project is completed. It looks dynamite. I'm going to show it to you guys, and then we'll go for a little walk afterwards. Come along with me. Starting off my walk, I thought I was on a different planet. I'm looking at all of these seashells. This pile is several feet deep and about a good quarter of a mile to half a mile long. I'm not sure where they all came from, but I'm sure it had something to do with the dredging project. The beach really looks good now, definitely ready for summer. It looks this good and this wide, by the way, very wide. It looks this good and wide all the way down to the Tropicana. Hey guys, before we get started on the walk, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet to the New York channel, please do so right now by clicking on that subscribe button. Also give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and share it on your social media. That gets the video more views and the channel new subscribers. And finally, if you'd like to help support the channel and make videos like this one possible in the future, just go ahead and click on that super thanks button right underneath this video. Doing so not only helps support the channel, but it'll get you a shout out on a future New York video. Thanks so much for your support, guys. There's the Showboat Island water park down there. By the way, Bart Blatstein, who owns the Showboat, is juggling several lawsuits for allegedly not paying contractors who really helped build this place up. Just recently, a judge ordered Bart Blatstein to pay an electrical contractor more than $500,000 for work done and not paid for. The judge also ordered that Showboat has to pay 12.5% interest until the debt's paid off. Hey, a quick shout out to Keith Matthews, who left a super thanks on one of my latest Atlantic City videos, the ACX1 Studios tour. I got taken on a nice exclusive tour behind the scenes of the ACX1 Studios, the old Caesars Playground. If you haven't seen that video, check it out here on the New York channel. Keith, thanks again for the super thanks and for your continued support and your engagement here on the New York channel. I really do appreciate it. Did I mention I can't wait for spring? Now that the beach has been replenished, it's a question as far as what these hotels and casinos are going to do with regards to their beach bars. Now, Ocean, of course, never had one. Yeah, Hard Rock did have one, and they set up a temporary one last year. Not very popular, I don't think. I believe it was also just for hotel guests. I could be wrong about that, but it's interesting to see what they're going to do this coming season now that the beach is totally replenished. And of course, Resorts has a Landshark bar, which their outdoor area was pretty much wiped away about 2 years ago. And now that Landshark bar has been opened for a year, it's curious to see what they're going to do, if they're going to rebuild back there or not. Only time will tell, and as soon as I find out, you guys will find out. The wheel, the observation wheel on the steel pier, has been open all year round. It's only open on weekends, though, I believe, during the winter time. But now that spring is right around the corner, I believe the steel pier is going to start getting ready and open up on weekends. And then when summer comes along, they'll go full blast, full time. What a beautiful day. It's March and it's about 60 degrees, maybe a little bit into the 60s, and quite frankly, I think some of these people are overdressed. Maybe they just didn't realize how warm it was outside, but I'm really enjoying the afternoon. I was here about 2 weeks ago for the St. Patrick's Day parade. That was another beautiful day, and this boardwalk was packed. There's two videos on the New York channel. One is of the parade itself, and another one is of the after parties, so check those videos out. Good old Resorts. I always said this is probably the most underrated hotel and casino in town, and I really do mean that. Great restaurants, great location. It's really just a nice place, and I pretty much have been ignoring it all winter long. So this spring I'm definitely going to be spending more time at resorts, and I'm going to be spending a lot more time doing room tours too as we head into the season, just to help you guys along with regards to what towers look good and things like that. Also, as the spring season opens up, lots more restaurant reviews coming to the Jersey Jeff Eats channel from Atlantic City, not only from the casinos and hotels, but from restaurants around the town as well. I'm pretty confident it's going to be a busy season down here in Atlantic City, and it's going to be a busy season on the New York channel as well, so make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell clicked on. Not only here on the New York channel, but on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel as well. That was a quick look at the Orange Loop, and speaking of St. Paddy's Day, the Orange Loop was mobbed everywhere. The Irish Pub, Cardinal, Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, King's Pub, all of them were just packed shoulder to shoulder, and it's really nice to see the Orange Loop really coming into its own neighborhood at this point. Not doing so well is Schiff's Central Pier. It's been closed now for almost 2 full seasons. It's going to be, all last year it was closed, and the previous year it closed halfway through the season due to a fire. I'm not sure what's going on with that pier, and something tells me it's not going to open for a while. Same thing with Ripley's, believe it or not. It's been about 2 years now since it's closed. I haven't heard anything coming in here. Whoever comes here is going to have a hard time rebranding. It's pretty much built for a Ripley's. But I haven't heard anything, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. But if you are on the boardwalk as you pass Ripley's, be sure to go down the block just a couple hundred feet, and you'll see the Anchor Rock Club, or ARC, really becoming a popular place. Lots of live music and good times as far as food and drink and stuff like that. And if you're watching the New York channel, you know that I now do a monthly events thing for Atlantic City at the beginning of each month. And the ARC has a lot going on every month. So don't overlook it. As you pass Ripley's, head down the block just a little bit and you'll see the Anchor Rock Club. Lopresti's Pizza getting ready for the season. Certainly one of the more popular pizza places here on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Before that, we passed James's Saltwater Taffy. It's permanently closed now here on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. If you want your saltwater taffy fix, you're going to have to go into the hotels and casinos to buy some. I looked inside the old James's Saltwater Taffy building, and it's looking pretty rough inside. Ceiling tiles down, a lot of water damage and stuff like that. So not looking good in there. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be moving in there in the near future. I love this sculpture. It's at the Korean War Memorial here on the boardwalk. And unfortunately, not too many people see this particular work of art because, well, it's off the boardwalk and blocked by the memorial itself. It's a beautiful memorial, but it's been over 10 years since they cleaned it up, and I think it's time for a little polishing and cleaning up. And just a little history, the Korean conflict, which was 1950 to 1953, is the nation's only undeclared war, and it claimed more than 36,000 American lives. On top of that, approximately 7,600 service personnel remain unaccounted for. And although hostilities ceased in 1953, there has been no formal end to the Korean War. And I'm proud to say my 95-year-old dad is a veteran of the Korean War. These beach bars should be opening up soon, at least during the weekends for the beginning part of the season. Did I mention I can't wait for spring? This was my vantage point this year for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I stood right in front of the yard, and it was a record crowd. I think it was over 50 or 60,000 people, which was a record for the St. Patrick's Day Parade at least. And if you watch the videos, you know that there were record crowds inside all the after parties in the pubs and bars here in town, including the West and the Yard right here in front of us. I know there are some people who have seen the Hook 5 or 6 times since it opened about 2-3 years ago, and I'm ashamed to say I've only seen it once when it opened. That video is available here on the channel. Definitely time to check it out again, and from what I understand, they switch up the show a lot, so it's never exactly the same as you saw it the first time. If you've seen the recent ACX1 Studios tour that I did here on the channel, you know that my buddy Rob has informed me that there's going to be lots more events coming to the ACX1 Studios pier, and he's going to keep me abreast of those, and I will certainly bring those to you as they come along this coming season. Good old Rainforest Cafe, there's only 15 or 16 left in the country. This one here in Atlantic City, the only one left in New Jersey. This is the Atlantic City Police Department Boardwalk substation. You usually find some cop cars parked out here in front, right by the gym wheel, actually inside the gym wheel in Boardwalk Hall. And right next to the police substation is the visitors information area, so make sure you stop in there if you're new to town, and I think we've got tons of brochures and things to do and lots of informative people inside to help you plan your stay. Of course, the Atlantic City Boardwalk, the oldest and longest one in America at over 4 miles long, and well, refurbishing it is a never-ending project. There's always some work going on this boardwalk somewhere in town, and this winter they spent a lot of time here in front of Boardwalk Hall, and it's looking pretty good. Obviously, there are tons of pizza places here along the boardwalk, as well as inside the hotels and casinos, as well as off the boardwalk. And, well, I've never done a pizza challenge here in Atlantic City, and I think I'm going to do one of those maybe this spring or summer, so stay tuned for that. Of course, that'll be over on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel. One of the newer pizzerias here on the boardwalk, of course, is Forno, and, well, as of February, they've been open on weekends, so keep that in mind if you're searching for something to eat and you're walking along the boardwalk. I know some of you have come in here and mentioned the channel, and I do appreciate that. Forno now well aware of the New Yawk channel here in Atlantic City. If you guys remember, I stopped into Forno's pretty much the first week they opened. And they're certainly a welcomed addition to the business community here in Atlantic City. And of course, here we have the beer garden. It's undergone a couple of minor cosmetic refurbishments over the winter season, and they never really close. They always have that bar open during the year, and it's always got some patrons inside as well. And of course, during the season, wildly popular and busy. Well, here we are at the Tropicana. If we went inland a block or two, we'd be in the Chelsea neighborhood of Atlantic City, and just a little bit further south is the Ducktown neighborhood, both those covered already here on the New Yawk channel. And this spring I plan on going just a little bit further south even more and checking out the University District, so stay tuned for that.
Well, that's it, guys. That's it for our walk today. It was a beautiful day. It's actually late morning, early afternoon. Got an appointment with someone to show me around the AC1X piers. Again, unfortunately, my first tour with him, my camera screwed up a little bit, so he's been nice enough to invite me back, so I'm going to head over there and take care of that now. Hope you enjoyed the walk today. By the way, that video will be coming to the New Yawk channel soon, the ACX1 pier video. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to help support the channel, click on that super thanks button right underneath the video. Thanks for coming along with me today. Lots more coming from AC here on the New Yawk channel in the near future.